Good morning, gentlemen. Oh my goodness, it's Friday. I'm fired up. How you guys doing today? Let's just start talking. Let's get right into it.
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Had a nice week full of building. Not as much sleep as I would like, but besides that, I'm feeling good.
Good to go. Good to go. Quantic, my man. How about you, my friend? It's been a busy week. Just been spending a lot of time
Busy
chatting on
week.
the Telegram here.
Yeah. Thank you. By the way, Trav, with the support with the clip for Proofrails this week, it was particularly busy for me with that launch. Super excited now because we now have real products being built utilizing Proofrails. And it's a very powerful engine. I'm not gonna go into details here because it's kind of a different audience, right? The Proofrails is more like an institutional type of infrastructure that can be plugged in several chains now, and it allows you to have ISO compatibility and whatnot. But today is to have fun, to talk about building mini apps, to talk about how to support one another during these tough days. And because of that, we have a special guest. We have Arab Coin, who I really want him to have a very good internet connection and be ready to reply. I know that it's hard sometimes with the internet over there, but I want to quickly check in with you. Arab Coin, how are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing very good. I'm doing very good. And it's really great to be here today. Yeah, I think my network connection is kind of good a bit right now, so we can move on.
Yeah, man. No, you're coming in loud and clear here. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. And why Arab Coin is here? Well, we're about to get to that in a very quick moment. But before we do, I just want to welcome everyone here who's with us. My name is Trav. We have got Kobe. We have got Quantic. Together we are Web Three Matters. I mean, maybe it's just the delivery. I don't know. Maybe I should make it a little too cheesy, but regardless, let's just keep going. So, yeah, together we are Web3 Matters, and today we are going to be talking about a bunch of different things here. Kobe, do you want to quickly introduce the topics that we're going to be covering today?
Yeah, absolutely. So, title of the stream. Obviously, if you're watching the stream, you've seen the title, and so that we're going to set that on the shelf, and we're going to talk about later on in the stream. We're going to talk about how to build marketing campaign, marketing pipeline, funnel, basically an entire system. Maybe you could call it an AI CRM for an individual and small businesses, and for companies to be able to use AI agents to create their marketing workflow. Now, like you said, we've got Arab Coin from Capella here, and so we are going to get into why he's here. We've got a little bit of a demo to show you, and then circling back to the marketing side, we've got another very cool surprise for you as well. So, guys, make sure that if you're watching this on a different platform besides how do I say that without saying platform names? Make sure you guys follow the Web3 Matters account, and the platform that's on. Make sure you guys are logged in over there because we're gonna have something very cool to show you as well. So stay tuned.
What was that? Like that was a bit confusing intro, Kobe. I
No, I know.
appreciate
Well,
the energy though.
you can't you're not supposed to like say the names of platforms if you're multi-streaming because then blah blah blah. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory, but I am a connoisseur of the tinfoil speedos. So
Yes.
yeah, I wanted to be
All
extra.
right, so let me be clear with you in that case. Within a few minutes, we are going to introduce a new agent on social media, and it's going to happen on X. So if you're not on X, you might want to check in there with us today. Tune into the live stream. Make sure to follow us and engage because it's going to be fun, and you will get, I guess, some potential rewards.
100%, 100%, exactly. And I think it's okay that we say X because I think it's the X algo that's the most sensitive here. So appreciate that tinfoil speedo moment there, Kobe. Appreciate the clarification there, Q. And let's dive right in here. One final moment. I just want to thank everyone who's with us already here on Pump because we can say Pump. That is something that we can say here. We've already got a handful of people here logged in watching us. Actually, we already have 5 people on Pump, which actually for the first 5 minutes of a live stream on Pump is pretty impressive. So thank you guys. I
I
want to let
mean,
you
we
guys know. Sorry, go ahead.
no. I just want to say that we are doing quite well, right? With the on the token side of things. Actually, Trev, how do you feel about it? I know that you have put some work into there, and now people are watching. Probably because our market cap is going up. It has been a tremendous week of growth for us. And yeah, like obviously we do have a lot of more things coming up our way. So I don't know, man. I just cannot go and say go buy the token and whatever. I'm just here to relay the relevant information and you make your own decisions, but just look at the data, please.
Yeah, yeah. And just to make it that quite a bit easier, I'm gonna throw the data right in front of your face. Here it is right here. And if this does not look good to you, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Maybe we'll leave it at that. Nice, a gentle diplomatic shill here. But I feel really good about it. To answer your question here, we've been busting our butts. We have been really trying hard to be consistent. Kobe has been working like a madman behind the scenes, continuing to ship every single day here. Yeah, things are feeling really good. The motivation is real. The consistency is at an all-time high. I'm fired up, guys. This has been quite the journey here, and I feel like as much as we've accomplished already, we are just getting started. And to highlight that, just stay tuned. We'll fill you in on every single detail about that here, team. So, in saying that, let's carry this conversation forward here. I wanna know what ArabCoin's doing here, and I'm really excited to go down that line of conversation here. So, Quantic, do you want to get us started with this portion of our live stream?
Yeah, for sure. Let's get started right away. Who are you, ArabCoin? What are you doing here? What is your project about? Tell us everything.
Oh yeah. My name is Arab Coin, and I am currently the leader of Capella right now. My background in Web3 has mostly been around community building, content creation, and helping the early stage projects grow. And over the past years, I've worked closely with different communities as a moderator, community manager, and marketing lead. So I've spent a lot of time around creators and users inside crypto ecosystem. And yeah, Capella actually came from a simple observation. A lot of valuable thinking happens in this space. And yeah, so people are actually researching protocols, writing long trend, and explaining ideas. So but most of those works disappears into timelines very quickly. So Capella is is actually what we've been building, and to give that kind of work a very well structured on. So Capella is actually a platform where creators can publish their ideas, research insights, while also visible track record over time. Instead of content just existing for moments on social media, it becomes part of a creator's body of work. And our goal is to create a place for creators, writers, researchers, and builders in Web3 to share their knowledge and grow their reputation and receive support from their community.
That's awesome. I think the thing that really stands out to me there, Arab Coin, is the making it so that the content is not just a fleeting moment. It's actually you're preserving that, you're maintaining that, and you're using it almost like a what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it, but you're kind of building that portfolio, that body of work for creators. And for me personally, that really resonates because I'm also, well, all of us are here are creators here. And there's some posts that I am so proud of. And to just see those disappear on the timeline after like a week or so, it's kind of sad. So to kind of see that continue to accumulate and build, I think that's super cool, man. So I'm really fired up for you to be here with us here today. And yeah, thank you for taking the time to explain that. Quantic, what are your thoughts right now?
My thoughts, I want to move forward and ask the tough questions, like in Shark Tank. The tough question in this case is not that tough. It should be trivial for anyone to answer if you're an entrepreneur and you're participating on our mini grants program. You should be able to answer. How the hell are you planning to utilize our token chip in your application?
Okay, yeah. Capella is integrating SHIB as the core utility token inside a new section of the platform called Creators Corner. So Creators Corner is dedicated space designed specifically for writers and content creators within the Solana ecosystem. And one of the main features there is a creator reward system where users can, spend a small amount of SHIB to spin
Oh,
Wait, did this guy just got frozen at the moment he was going to say how to use the token right at the moment?
yep. Yep. It's the Xalgo, I swear. I mean, Xalgo, we love you. Not throwing
We
shade.
think
I blame
Nikita is doing
Riverside.
an amazing job. We think Nikita is doing an amazing job. Let's clip that.
Yeah, we
Truly.
love Nikita and the X family.
Yep.
Dude, it's Riverside, bro. It's because it tries to upload while you're freaking recording, man. Don't get me started on how inefficient this is.
Yeah,
Whatever. I'll go
but
back
by
to my
the way, why are we utilizing this Riverside thing still if we can use OBS? What is the reason for that?
Yeah, Trav. What's the
Relax.
re-
Because
Is it you,
I'm
Trav?
selfish
Fuck,
and it makes
Trav,
my
come
life
on.
easier behind the scenes. All right. All right.
Well behind the scenes, man. No, but seriously, I don't know what happened with Arab coin. We can discover that within a few minutes. But I do want to get to the bottom of this. What is the reason for Riverside realistically over OBS? Because you're a streamer, so you know your shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So for real, the or as a producer or as the producer of the live stream here, I especially compared to StreamYard, it's pretty seamless in talking about like actually controlling the actual scene itself, like managing comments and stuff like. Actually, you know what? That's a bit of a lie. The comments aren't the greatest. A lot of the ones don't come in. I mean, we don't get a lot of comments. I'll be real about that here as well. But when we have chats on different platform, a lot of the times they don't come in, which is kind of frustrating. However, the biggest selling point is what Riverside does with the uploads. It like has a whole AI generation component to it after the fact, where it takes like the best 1 minute clips and rates them on a scale of 100%. It has the best hooks. So it actually makes short video content or short video clips of the top hooks, which are usually around 20 to 30 seconds here. And then it also has like mini components or like mini clips, which usually are around 3 to 5 minutes. And it not only figures out the best ones, but it also it clips them perfectly. It gets rid of the ums, the silences. It allows you to add captions. It's like crazy, crazy customizable. And like the whole making clips component afterwards is pretty fire. So that part of it has made my life a lot easier.
This is not
Oh,
something that you can do with OBS. Do
no,
we have Kobe around to answer that? Okay. You know for a fact that we cannot do that with OBS.
not that I've seen. And if I'm wrong, please let me know because that would be amazing. But as far as I know, OBS is literally just it just handles the actual streaming itself. And whenever you're done, that's it. Like it doesn't do anything with the footage.
Okay. It seems that Arab coin is back here, man. You got right on time. Okay, can you tell us real quick here, how exactly are you planning or are you using already the SHIB token?
Yeah, sorry guys, my network went off. That's the shitty country we live in right here. So we used to have network bushes sometimes. So are you guys hearing me right now?
You're a little
Yeah, you
quiet, but we
turn
can't
off
hear
your
you.
turn off your camera, bro. That'll help. Turn mine off too.
Are you guys hearing me right now?
Yeah, man. Just explain to us.
Okay, yeah. So one of the features that there is for the creator reward system where users can um spend small amount of sheep to spin the price wheel, and depending on what they land on. Okay, so they can receive writing prompts, creators resources, useful tools for content creation, and or sometimes even sheep token as reward. The idea behind it is this is to make sheep an active part of the product experience. Instead of just being a token people own, it becomes something creators actually use while participating on the platform, which is the Capella, right? So Capella is also um, one of these early mini grant recipients from the shipyard ecosystem, and part of the grant involve building real utility for ship inside our products. So Creators Corner is our way of doing exactly that, creating a simple but engaging mechanism that connect creators directly with the token inside the platform. So we can say Capella is going to use sheep in a very quick way.
Oh, that's awesome. Appreciate that. No, and I believe, Kobe, if you're still with us here, you have a little bit of a demo of this exactly working. Am I correct to assume that?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me pull this up. And just for clarification, yeah, so this is actually being implemented into directly into the Capella app. So basically, when this goes live, you'll be able to go to Capella like you normally do, capellaapp.xyz, and you'll be able to click on this Creators Corner, and then that's going to take you to the Creators Corner right here. So just to reiterate what Arab Coin was saying, unlock prompts, systems, and on-chain rewards. Pretty simple. It's a wheel spin game, right? So it looks a little bit different. They must have had a different UI designer come in, and it looks great. So kudos to him. And so yeah, so you're gonna go down. Yeah, shout out. You're gonna go down to the wheel spin. And the cool thing here is, so if you guys have used Capella before, it is a EVM app, right? So when you're connecting your wallet and you're doing the tips and stuff, that's all on an EVM chain. But over here, it's got a separate wallet connect, right? So you see a different banner and stuff like that, and you're gonna connect your wallet down here, and then you're gonna swing down to the wheel spin. It looks like they built a swap, so you can actually buy the ship token right in here. So if you want to spin the wheel and don't have any ship tokens yet, you can go ahead and purchase some right here. So without further ado, we might as well spin the wheel if you guys are ready.
Let's do it. This is fun.
That wheel. Let's go.
Spin that wheel. All right, so this is it's gonna be a little.
Show me your seed price.
Yep, you can have it.
Show me your private key.
Yep, you can have it all. So it looks like it's a 100 ship here to do it, but it looks like they're gonna increase that to 1,000 ship tokens. But for demo purposes, it's 100. And so let's see if we can get it back to load here. Boom. Awesome. So this is an example, or this is one of the rewards that they built. So this is the credibility stack. This is an epic reward. So there's different tiers, and maybe I'll talk to them. Maybe they can like build out like a table to show all the prizes or something.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'll read it really quick. I won't read the whole thing. So it says you have a shill tax problem, and it basically explains the problem behind shilling tokens when you post, right? So crypto audiences assume that every post hides a bag, a sponsor, or an exit plan. So when you start any token or protocol post, use this 4-line header. So you want to talk about any exposure that you have. You want to talk about a relationship you may or may not have with the protocol. You want to explain your thesis and then your invalidation. So that would be like, I'm bullish on this coin unless X, Y, or Z happens, right? So that way, when your audience, when you sell and your audience is like, wait, you shilled that thing, and now what do you mean you sold it? If you have an invalidation in your initial shill post, then you can always point back and say, hey, I was bullish, but I said I would sell when XYZ happened or didn't happen. So it gives an example. And then the coolest part about some of these is it comes with an audio walkthrough, which I'll play just a few seconds of it. Can you hear it?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no, I cannot hear that.
Okay.
no.
So, anyways, it's playing a 20-minute podcast about this topic, right? So it's gonna
Oh,
go
wow.
through, talk about more examples, and really like break the why down, right? Like this is pretty more like the what, and then if you happen to be lucky enough to win one of the ones that have an accompanying audio walkthrough, then it's gonna break down the why behind it. If you want to save this text, you can just hit the copy button, paste it into any file that you have on your computer, and you can save it. Or on your phone or whatever. Then if you want to share it on social, you can click that share button right there. So pretty cool. Like I said, you can buy ship tokens right in there. And this is just a little bit more of a breakdown on what you can win. So yeah, so that's it. That's it.
Okay.
That is awesome.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna say the good part, the bad part, and what is going to be the outcome of this, based on all this presentation. I think the idea kind of makes sense of having blockchain to have records in the sense of important pieces that you're going to create and that you want to access later, and they're going to be always there. And it's decentralized and, tamper resistant and all of that. I think that's cool. I like that idea. I don't think the pitch was super clear though, and I don't think the integration with the token was super clear. Those are things that I'm a little bit concerned, but not too bad because then I saw the actual implementation and it's there, right? So that's a significant improvement regarding other projects that just applied with that idea, which, by the way, let me tell you, if you applied with just an idea expecting to get fund, don't expect anything in general because it's not going to work. It's like life doesn't work like that anymore. And yeah, I think I want to try it. I want to try to spin the wheel, and I want to see if you guys can get users, which is the most important thing, right? If we're going to provide resources to other projects, other builders, we want them to eventually translate that into things that are important for us, and that means users, new token holders. So, DraftCoff, I'm going to propose that we give them 10 million grants just to get started to see if they can get a few users. And if that works, we can consider, giving more and more. But I think that 10 million SHIB tokens for them to just get started, I think it's a fair starting point because they already implemented something. What do you guys think?
I'm down. And also I've noticed that they are going to be giving some SHIB tokens away inside the wheel. So it's not like they are, wanting all of those tokens just for them to sit on. Or to dump, right? So yeah, I'm down. I'll echo your point. My favorite part is that when they came with the idea, or when like the grant submission application, it came with a demo, right? So that was huge. So with AI and stuff now, for any future grants that we give out, like Quantic said, when you come, and this goes for other grants too. So like, let this be a lesson. When it goes for applications, send a demo. With AI, at least you can do a UI demo, and that's what they had with their submission. The wheel spin didn't work, but it worked. But it was basically let us see everything, kind of what the idea was.
Awesome, and I agree with you guys as well here. I think this is an incredibly clean UI. The application itself is phenomenal. I think I'm really impressed by the fact that Capella it's an EVM chain based project, yet they were still able to incorporate Solana into this so that they can make the Shipyard token become integrated. But then also, I really like the main idea as well. They're really trying to help creators grow. They're trying to empower creators with knowledge and with tools to actually become better at their craft here. And I'm all about that. So Arab Coin, hat is off to you, my friend. Congratulations.
Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate that. And yeah, so thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. So, and apart from this spin wheel of a thing, our focus is continuing to improve the creators experience on Capella and expanding the ecosystem. So they are working on making publishing smoother, improving how creators showcase their work, and and making it easier for people to build a visible track record through the platform Capella. So with the grant now, so I think one of the steps is launching Creators Corner and using the shape outside. So utility inside the platform. So that gives creator a new way to engage well and also bringing more activity into the shape ecosystem. And beyond that, we want to continue building structured campaigns where creators can explore, research, and write about different parts of the Web3 space. Because all this came from I think the Web3 market. So these campaigns can bring new users onto the platform while also encouraging cultural contribution instead of just short-term promotion content. So the goal for Capella is to become reliable for the three creators, and we are on our way to it. So thank you guys so much, and it's really good to be part of it.
Awesome,
Thank
man.
you
Well,
guys.
hey,
We will stay in touch, and we will circle back with the details on how to transfer the grant and perhaps setting some milestone. But thank you for joining us today. We really have to get moving now because it's been almost 40 minutes, and we need to cover the main topic, which is how the hell can I use AI for marketing? And even before that, I think we have some nice surprise from Kobe, who has been playing around agents. So let's move forward with that.
let's do it. Let's do it. Eric Cohen, thanks again, my friend. You had me at bringing more users
Yeah,
on. You
man.
had me at teaching creators how to become better. So appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Beautiful. Well, good work, man. Good work. That's 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2 grant announcement. So excited for that one, and excited for the next one certainly. So yes, surprise. Should we start with the surprise, and then let's talk how to kind of build your marketing team with AI agents? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
So
Nope.
nope.
Nope. I want to say
Oh,
congratulations to you guys on handing out our first grant. I'm pretty fired up about that. All right, now we can do that. Go for it.
okay. Is my screen up?
It is. Yes.
Okay, so if you're on X, you want to go and you want to follow Polly. If you guys have been, it's at Polly Ships, POLLYSHIPS. If you guys have been following us for the last month and a half, you've known that you know that we've been building out this AI agent called Polly. Well, without going too far into the details, she trades on Poly Market. She's helping us run a business, and she's going to be posting full public reports. She's basically going to be bringing receipts to you on the timeline. So you want to make sure and go and follow her. And she's getting ready to post her first ever tweet right now. So I'm going to have her fire that off now.
So this is so just to clarify, this is actually Polly, our AI agent on OpenClaw. This is her. She created this.
Yep.
She's going to be managing this account. That's wild.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to stress that out because from the outside, if you're just watching this, you might say, okay, big deal, another AI bot on X, more AI slop. So what is it that makes this different and unique, Chloe?
Yeah, so what makes this unique and different, oh, and here's her first tweet, is that she is not just the idea of her being on Twitter is not just to create hype for the token. Sure, she's going to maybe be talking about the token every once in a while, but it's simply not just a marketing arm. The more that once we started building her, we originally were just like, hey, let's have her make money on Polymarket, which that's been a whole project, and we could talk about that later or another day. But once we started integrating her into our workflow, we realized, holy crap, this is like having like a real coworker. And so her being integrated fully into X is going to help us with the marketing pipeline, not just for her own account, but also for the Web3 Matters account, being able to scrape for analytics. When Trav posts a video with the copy, maybe she'll be able, or not maybe, she'll be able to go in, look at the analytics, give us feedback after 10 posts, for example, and say, hey, this is what worked, this is what didn't, this is how I would suggest that you, refine your process. So it's not just about posting, it's about, greasing the gears, so to speak, of the entire marketing system with Web3 Matters and Shipyard.
I love that. That's like actually is pretty exciting here. I love that it's not just going to be posting just more AI slop. It's actually going to be it's incorporating a mechanism to keep us accountable. It's showing live updates on the work that we are doing, but then also she's definitely got a personality. She keeps us in check on Telegram right now, and I'm excited to see what she's gonna be capable of calling us out in public here as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because just to be clear, Kobe, here, this agent is aware that is like keeping us on track on Telegram and helping us with project management and with content, and also is aware of the things that is posting here on X.
Correct. So not only does it is it going to log. So I have two databases. I have one for the trading side, and then I have one that all of the agents inside of Poly share and use. It's more for that type of stuff. Like it uses the OpenClaw like native memory system, but it also uses basically the SQLite database. So it's going to have all of the posts. And right now, these guys know, but for you, Mr. or Mrs. Listener, like when we post a link inside of our team chat from a posted piece of content, she already automatically is logging it to that database. And then so the next step is to then link up the analytics now that she's fully on Twitter, so she can go and scrape for those analytics themselves and keep us in check.
Okay, so this is quite impressive, because essentially this narrative of having your own AI employee with OpenClaw, it seems to be real, right? And we're seeing it live, because we now essentially have the same agent that can help us do some project management, create content, trade for us, and go now on X, and who knows what's going to happen next.
Exactly. Now, these guys know I was a little bit scared to kind of open her up to the internet, so to speak. And she's going to be able to get DMs. I don't have it. I have it set to where she can't respond to DMs. So for you prompt injector hackers, DMs aren't going to work. So sorry. But OpenClaw just rolled out a big update, and one of the updates was like major hardening of security. So I'm a lot more confident now to have her out in the wild. And she's doing it all. Like you said, she's wearing all the different hats. And the way that she's able to wear so many hats is we have currently a 5-agent system. And these aren't just sub-agents that are spinned up within one chat window, that a main agent doesn't just deploy a sub-agent and then the task happens. We're doing that, but we have 5 full OpenClaw agents sharing one machine to do all these different tasks. They have their own memory system, they have their own personality, they have their own tools. I'm calling it a toolbox, right? So if you like today, now that she's hooked up to analytics, I'm gonna have her build her own toolbox of analytics scripts. So instead of having to remember how to use the X API every time, she's just going to have a few different files that she can run in her terminal that do the thing she's looking for programmatically and repeated. That's the key here, right? Because if you use AI, ask it the same question 100 times, you're not going to get the same 100 answers. But if you have an AI do the same thing 100 times with a script, and all it is a tool call, the results will be the exact same every time. That's how you can turn something from a chatbot to a proper system.
That's huge alpha right there. One thing I do need to call out here real quick is why the heck are you not on dark mode, Kobe?
Dude, well, I don't want to embarrass you guys, but I'll tell you about the benefits of me being on light mode. Why am I on light mode? I don't know, because I know it's My system is it's on auto, so at nighttime it switches to dark mode.
That's
Like when the sun goes
not good
down.
enough for me. It's
Yeah,
not.
man. I don't know. I used to be
There's
like
no
you.
excuse for day mode.
Nah, bro. There is. It's there is. There is. So guys, if you guys are listening, please go and follow Polly. She is excited to communicate with you on the timeline. Bust out all the receipts, engage with people like Capella, other partners in our ecosystem, our personal accounts, and
So
she's ready to
is it,
get her.
wait. This I need to clarify. It's just my mind is spinning out a little bit with all these updates. Can we interact and it's going to interact back with us?
So currently, I have it set no, but
Okay.
it's I have it set to no, but it is possible for her to respond to comments. I could have her turn post notifications on for us and engage and stuff like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a security reason, it's just a cost reason. So I have to see, okay, I have
Right.
to go like figure out how much did it cost for her to post this, right? So we have
Yes.
to forget the AI credits. We're already paying plenty in AI, but the XAPI credits. So let's see. Maybe I can even
Okay.
find out on my other laptop here.
Yeah, okay, so
That's
just
a
to
good point.
clarify this, because I do want other builders that are gonna follow our path to be clear on what to expect. So right now, the shipyard with Web3 Matters is spending some fair amount of money on AI tokens to make possible all the things that we have. We have many apps, we are creating live courses. We have our own OpenClaw agent that has multiple tasks already set up for us. We're essentially a mini startup operating through an AI agent, a bunch of AI agents, right? And that has some costs associated. And right now, the first one that we had to put into control is the AI queries or the AI burning tokens. But now that we are putting things on other platforms, such as having our agent live there on X, there is another cost associated to it, which is the X API. And Kobe, how much is the cost of that?
That was 4 cents to tweet that.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I
that's
like,
not
I
bad.
mean, you would pay a lot more for a social media manager, right? So if this thing can actually engage and post content and can it create images?
It can. I took out my XAPI or my ChatGPT API key, but it can. It was generating images last week, but I realized it costs. Like I already have a ChatGPT account, so instead I've just have it been. This is what I posted yesterday on Twitter. Instead of having it use the XAPI, I gave it access to its own browser on its computer. I logged into ChatGPT for it, and it was using the browser control to paste prompts into the ChatGPT browser just like a human, so it could use my OAuth token instead of the API token. So short
What?
answer, yes.
And wait, but would it be possible, for instance, to create a folder on a Google Drive or whatever with a bunch of images that are on her brand and related to the topics that she's gonna post, and then she can just pick one of those when posting? Is that possible? Because that would
Yeah,
cut our expenses.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. And I know we had talked about this before, and I just found a Google CLI, which includes Drive, Google Drive usage. So she can just use the CLI to access the Google Drive folder programmatically and do that. Yeah.
That's incredible. That kind of blows my mind. Just imagining in my brain, just a browser come up on your computer, and it's literally just Polly putting in prompts into Chat GPT like a human being.
I
It's
know.
like
I know.
prompt
It's nuts.
inception. That's wild.
Seriously. And it only worked because I had to go back to my town to run a work errand. And I'm like, shoot, while I'm here, I'm stopping at home and I'm logging into ChatGPT. I'm just going to test this.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's
It's scary,
really cool.
but sick. That's why she has her own box, Like,
Yeah.
I would never suggest anyone to keep an AI agent running on their personal device 24/7. Don't do that. I've tried that. Don't do that. But you can run it in like a VPS, right? So like a virtual private server. And one of the big OpenClaw updates were that they hardened the security on agents that are running on the cloud.
Okay, that makes a ton of sense. And like from security standpoints, I could definitely see that. One thing I was gonna say here, actually, no, here we go. If anyone does want to follow Polly And it definitely seems like that's a really good idea. You can definitely find her on X at Polly Ships. That's POLLYSHIPS. You can also go to the Web3 Matters account. We have quote tweeted her first post here, so you could find her that way as well. And yeah, let's see what she's going to be capable of. I'm excited to see this continue to grow. This is going to be a wild ride here. It's quite the age that we're in right now, and I wonder how many other like OpenClaw accounts there are right now that exist on X.
Yeah,
I'm very curious about that.
probably a good amount. And like, you know, if we wanted to transition to like the kind of the how to build, you know, like a marketing team basically with the agent stuff, you know, there's a lot of really good examples out there from people like Alex Finn. And I've been learning a ton from watching his channel. He used to be kind of like creator only, and now he's like fully OpenClaw everything, which is amazing to see. But he has like some reports, and obviously he's not like, he's still recording his own YouTube videos. He's not having like a voice like a clone do that, and we would never do that either. But it's writing him scripts, it's writing him reports in the morning, right? And so there's a way to basically create smooth architecture where you have different departments of marketing, right? Like sub departments. Like maybe there's yeah, I think you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it. And I think the idea is truly promising, and we're seeing like early glimpse of where this technology could take us. But I do want to stress that the thing that actually matters is the execution and the output, right? And for that, I actually want to do a short experiment in these few minutes that we have, which is I'm going to share the master document for marketing for the shipyard, which I've been prompting with, of course, the help of AI and all the context that it has about our project and ourselves. And then I want Kobe and Trav as well to tell me how this would roll out with the help of AI in a practical way that we are actually going to implement, and then come back to the people and say, hey, you know what? This is what we're implementing. This is what we did, and this is the results that we got, so that we keep it real, right? Because last time we did the same thing with the trading bot. We saw that there was some good times, some bad times. It doesn't seem to be anything impressive, which is what you would imagine, but we actually shared the entire process, and we actually shared the entire results, which is something that you cannot find on any other place of the internet. So Polly is a master trader on utilizing that is powered by OpenClaw, and we share the entire process and results, right? Which is, again, something that I think is quite unique. So do you guys agree on doing this thing of sharing this document and then discussing this to, you know, kind of wrap up all the things that we have coming up together?
100%. Let's do it.
Okay, let me then share my screen. So what you guys can see in front is a sort of executive document created for the shipyard. Now, I have to say something, which is when creating the marketing for our project, I did struggle with something, which is particularly everything related to the token distribution. Why? Because we are not the kind of people that are going to be like hard shilling tokens or anything shady like that. However, we do have to recognize that having token distribution and some sort of marketing for your token and not only your products is something fundamental in 2026. So I discussed this in an open way with I think it was ChatGPT that helped me do this. And bottom line, this is the plan, right? So as you can see here, it's the strategy execution system, the roles, the cadence, the approval rules, and the KPIs designed to grow ship demand through recurring proof of progress, which is the main thing. We are building something, we have a token attached, we are proving that we are making progress, and we want that progress to translate one way or another into action into the token in an organic way, right? So as you can see here, we have the primary objectives, operating principle, the core assets, and then we have, I guess, the most important part for us, which is kind of the North Star for demand logic, which is we do this live stream every Friday. Okay, that's cool. We bring you something new, something for you to learn. we bring you prices, whatever, right? Then we show you our proof of progress each week as well. And then from there, once we finish, we do have some clips and some what you would call receipts. What are the receipts is what we actually ship, right? What did we get done? This is the most important question that drives the entire shipyard. If you're not getting shit done, you're not good for this. And we understand that on the Web3 Matters, project essentially. Then we have the market narrative, which is we know that the narrative is what drives everything in crypto, right? So if we are, if we're shipping every single week, but it's only about, let's say, NFTs, which are dead, then what's the point, right? We're off topic. It doesn't matter.
NFTs are dead. NFTs are dead.
And NFTs are dead. And so let me see camera number 1. Listen, NFTs are dead. I don't know if they are gonna come back, but if you're an entrepreneur and your goal is to make progress, then you have to move forward and let things go. It is very important that you're able to pivot.
Yes.
Okay.
You crushed my reality.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, this is one of the things. We're not gonna tell you nice things. We're gonna tell you the truth. No bullshit. Now, market narrative. If nobody cares about what you're building, then it doesn't really matter if you're good or bad or if you're shipping or not, right? So we have to check in with that every single week. And then the final part, which would be, okay, what are the call to actions for any users, for anyone that want to support us? Are we making it easy for people to click, buy, and follow clear paths to utilize our products? Those are the 4 main things. I'm not going to continue to this because it's like a very long document, as you can see, but it has all the necessary ingredients that you would need to implement a full marketing strategy. And all of this has been created for free with the help of AI. And it's based on our actual needs, right? And it's based on our actual workflows, which is very important. I feel like a lot of people go into this mood of let's do everything productive and automatic with AI, but they don't follow the basic stuff, which is what is it that you're already doing that you can do well, and then plug AI into that instead of doing it the other way around. Because this is actually the main reason why most people are not even using AI, because they are not going to change their entire workflow just to plug in AI. It has to be the other way around.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Amplify your existing skills, man. Totally.
Yeah. And with this, I'm going to close because I don't want to take more time, guys. I just want to close with the weekly sequence so that then we can discuss how the hell we are actually going to utilize our dear Poly, our dear AI flows to make this work in a way that is efficient for us. So we have on Monday, we are essentially going to set the narrative of the week. The key output would be define the episode angle, the token angle, what is going to be our main target audience, our teaser hooks, and integral goals, right? Then Tuesday should be a warm up. That means posting a teaser content, see early replies, and begin visible build up for Friday, right? We need to start building momentum for Friday, which is our main show. Wednesday, show proof of progress. Share behind the scenes progress, in progress wins, and supporting the screenshots or mini updates. Then Thursday, we have pre-convert attention. Publish. Tomorrow we go live. Assets. Remind people why this episode matters and prepare trader-facing framing. I don't know what the hell does that mean, the last part, but AI and Poly can tell us. Friday, run the main event, capture live proofs, direct people to the episode, and create at least 2 or 3 natural ship relevance moments. I think this is something that we should improve, by the way. Saturday, explore distribution. Publish the best cuts, summary, thread, quote cards, and Poly amplification posts. Sunday, retain and deepen belief. Publish the newsletter. We have a newsletter. We're not doing shit with it, so we need to improve. Free resources. That's good. Recap and next call to actions. Okay, guys, this was a lot for me to process. Now I need to hear from you and how the hell are we going to solve this so that we show people each week the progress that we are making with this.
Okay, you go
I love
first.
it. Go for it.
I want to hear your answer first. Go.
I mean, for me personally, I love how structured this is. And the first thing that came to mind was the idea of, there's levels to consistency. If you're not doing the right thing in a consistent way, either the growth curve is going to be very, very shallow, or it's going to be non-existent. I feel like this is a really complete way to manage that kind of consistency. If we can kind of stick to this formula, which seems pretty legit, there's a couple of points in there that may not necessarily, we may have to tweak, for example, but it creates a really, it seems like it's going to create a really effective flywheel that if we just continue to um, execute week after week, that growth curve is going to start to sharpen and start to become almost like a hockey stick, and then you go up and up and up. And I know for us, that's been our biggest challenge throughout the years, is just maintaining that consistency. I feel like we kind of like ebb and flow and go up and down, but all like over the like it's been a very, very shallow growth curve. I feel like something like this, because we've been much more successful these days at being consistent. This is just going to help direct us in a little bit more of an effective way, so that it's just going to start bringing that curve up a little bit more here. And I'm really fired up about that. How about you, Kobe?
Absolutely. I am too. I would say I'm gonna make 2 points. The second one is I'm gonna say how I think Polly could work into this flow. The first thing is that this humans are always gonna ebb and flow. Like us as Web3 Matters, and you, Mr. or Mrs. Listener, you're a human, you're not a robot. So you will go up and down with your motivation the same way that a chart goes up and down. Okay. So that's why systems are so fucking important. If you can live inside of a system, then if the system fails, then you fail. But it's a lot harder for humans to fail if they follow a system. And so, speaking of the system to Quantic's document, Quantic, can you pull that back up and go to the first page, please?
Yes, sir. Let's do that. I thought that I was done sharing, but I can share it here.
Thank you.
The first part
Like
of the
the flow
document.
chart. Yeah, the first, like the little flow chart on the first page right there, North Star demand logic. Okay. So, Friday show, obviously, we are humans. So, we will be doing that. Even when we suck at consistency and our social presence and our posting, we usually always show up on Friday still. Okay. So, that
Yes.
human element, that's no big deal. When we go into our clips and receipts section, step number 2, right now, and while we were having technical difficulties, you guys actually heard Quantic and Trav talk about this. What is one of the best things about Riverside? Because of the automatic clipping. Okay. Now
So we have,
there's,
okay, just to pin down there, we have that solved already.
I know.
Yes or no? Yes or
Yes.
no? Okay, we do have. Okay, cool.
So we have it solved right now manually by Riverside does it automatically. Trav validates as the human. However, right now I have a cron job that's set up for Polly to, like, when this finishes, she's going to transcribe the entire stream automatically, and she can, and if I tell her to, which she was doing it before, she can send Trav or the team, hey, between the 2 minute and 5 second mark and the 2 minute and 45 second mark, there was a really good clip of Trav saying this thing, and then here's the copy that you should post alongside with the video. So that helps there, right? So that'd be one kind of way to, like, hey, to maybe convince Trav to switch from Riverside. That's a separate conversation though. And so that part is easy. The clips and the receipts, super easy. Moving to step 3, market narrative. We did this a couple weeks ago. We had a team meeting. We decided, hey, this is what we're going to do for the week. We recorded that team meeting. We gave it to Polly. She gave us all 4 of us on the team deliverables. Now, click and bypass, we just programmatic that way. Maybe in the Google Drive, we have, hey, here's 10 images to use for CTAs, and then here's 50 different ways to say you can, click this link to do whatever, right? 50 different CTAs, and then she can recycle these CTAs. And maybe back on step 2, the receipt side, she's going to be programmatically getting our analytics. and helping us improve week after week. So that's how I think Polly can help us, not only by creating her own account and her own marketing plan, but to help with Web3 Matters account and Shipyard and help us stay consistent with inside the system.
I love it. The only thing I
Okay.
have to respond to real quick is the whole idea of switching to OBS. My response to you guys is, all right, carry on.
Um, the main thing here is that I see a sort of disconnect between like this North Star and then the actual plan that has like the weekly flywheel, because bottom line, this is going to be like the main thing that we need to be doing, and we need to ensure that we're doing right and we agree on doing this, right?
Yeah.
So like you guys mentioned, Friday has been our main area of focus of let's be really consistent about this, and we actually can prove that, like 3 years of that, like do that yourself, motherfuckers. So this is good. Like this is our strongest point right now. But then, you know, if we're talking about setting up the narrative on Monday, which I would 100% agree, then I see like it's kind of weird to see this compared to our North Star that is here on like this third step, so to speak. Or perhaps like this is the logic that we need to embed after we have decided this part with the primary objectives and key outputs, which is the main thing, right? The main thing is like, what are we going to get done on Monday? What are we going to get done on Tuesday? So I feel like this would be perhaps the part that we would need to refine. And after that, then come again with the AI piece.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't necessarily think there's that much disconnect between the two. I think one's can be like big picture umbrella, and then this is like the sequence on like how to execute it. Like the first one's the philosophy, and this one's like execution, maybe. But what I would suggest is maybe we give this to Polly, the content Polly, and we ask for feedback, right? But I do think it's pretty airtight. Like I wouldn't say take all of her suggestions. I think it's pretty airtight, and perhaps maybe what we do, if it's possible for you guys and for myself, is to do our team meetings on Monday mornings, set the narrative then, or we go back to, now this one's gonna be tricky, but we're doing it on Fridays, right? And setting the narrative for the following week, so everything is ready to go that way. Because I know a lot of the times, like this weekend, I'll be working on stuff to present, like dev wise over the weekend, right? So I'll be working on stuff for next Friday over the weekend. So maybe setting the narrative earlier makes sense, or we set 2 weeks at a time, or something like that. So we'll kind of have to trial and error with like the workflow steps,
Let's,
the details.
let's decide that now, because I think we can, that would define everything. Trav, do you want to do these internal meetings on Monday, or should
Yes.
we do it on Friday? Monday is okay?
Let's do it on Monday. I think that's going to be double effective. One, because we're not loading too much on one day, and then two, I think it's just nice to have something to hold ourselves accountable more often than just 1 or 2 days here. So I think if we can be focused, if we can keep it concise, then I think Monday would be a really good time to do it. Set us off to a good start throughout the week.
Okay, so what we can do then is this Monday we're gonna follow through this piece that you're watching right now on the screen. It might not be as accurate as it is here, because I do think, for instance, that the key outputs on some of these items are like way too many and like too generic still, and we need to refine that. But the primary objective, I fully agree. Like Monday, we should set narrative for the week. Like, what are we going to be talking about? Are we going to talk about GPT 0.5 point whatever? Or are we going to talk about just us and our progress? Like we did this episode with the grants and this discussion. Then warming up audience. What does that actually mean? Then show proof of progress. I think that's a wonderful thing. Midweek, show me what the hell have you done. Like check in yourself, check with your co-workers, check with your audience, get some fucking accountability. I think that's amazing, and certainly has helped us a lot. On Thursday, pre-convert attention should be that's the day. We usually are doing this on Wednesday, but we should do it on Thursday, which is like, yeah, tomorrow we go live, and this is the main thing, right? With the title, what to expect, and something that captivates people's attention for them to join on Friday. And then Friday, we already know the same thing that we have been doing 3 years. Then on Saturday, we need to get something going on. Perhaps this is a way to have AI to do the push for us on weekends. Probably we want to focus on building rather than just creating content and having to post manually. So here I would say, if DraftKings gets the clip, already scheduled for posting, should be fine. If not, we get an AI to do that for us, something like that. And then on Sunday, I think we can go back to the newsletter, although I suspect this can be challenging considering all the workload that we already have. But here I have to rely on Trav. Where are you with this thing of the newsletter?
Purely in kind of brainstorming mode still. I think the big step that we need to agree on is what we want to actually publish. Whether it's going to be market updates again, whether it's going to be purely kind of AI focused, kind of nail down that direction and then figure out a way to automate.
I think we kind of discussed that already, right? We are serving the people that are in this modern era trying to escape the matrix and utilizing AI and crypto as their main core. And we are doing this live stream on Friday in which we bring you new stuff that you are going to learn. So it should be about that, right? And if Kobe has already an AI agent that do the transcript, then the newsletter can come from like the main insights from that, and perhaps can search something else on the web to complement that insight.
Perfect. Then I think that's a great idea. I think that's going to help kind of add to the flywheel of Shipyard and the Web3 Matters growth trajectory here. And especially if we can add that extra little bit of alpha, the extra little, either whether it's a resource, whether it's an update, whether it's just body of knowledge that we can share with our audience. I think that'd be super helpful.
Awesome. Kobe, any final thoughts here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I know you mentioned some of the key outputs, right? Like some of the deliverables here on the dock might not necessarily be on point exactly with what you're looking for or what we're looking for. Let's give this to Polly, and because she's got all the like niche knowledge, right? So a month or two ago, we tried building I built a content operating system for Web3 Matters, and spent hours, scraping for all the insight possible, and then talking to it for hours, giving it all the insight possible. The coolest part about that is now it lives in a code base, so it doesn't live in some context window that's never going to be that's gone forever. So she's got that. She's got all of her persistent memory from all 5 OpenClaw agents. So she's going to be able to nail these deliverables down tighter for what we actually do, not for what a disconnected LLM thinks we do based on what we tell them. You know what I mean?
So just to clarify that part, that content operating system that you created and spent a bunch of time didn't end up working up as expected because there was a human in the loop and the execution was not good, right?
Correct. The human on the other side did not execute. Correct.
Okay, so we need to get rid of the human and put the AI to actually do it.
Now we can.
We can.
Yeah, now we can. Yeah. No, we can because that was just a repo. It was just a repo. There was no agent built in, right? It was just a repo to talk to with an AI, right? And like that AI could like tell you, hey, here's 10 posts you could post and it knows everything about us. But that I'm calling that a knowledge base, and that knowledge base is now plugged into Polly.
So to the human that was involved in that.
I mean, it's crazy because, but I do want people to understand this because this is what is going to happen to them if they are useless, right? Like we're discovering live how we're utilizing AI to do certain tasks, how to involve humans in the loop, how humans can screw it up, and how AI is going to actually replace that part as well.
Totally. And you know, if 30 people lose their job tomorrow to 30 AI agents, well, if they're looking for somebody to manage those 30 AI agents, I'm not losing a job. I ain't losing no fucking job to AI. That's for damn sure. I'm taking the AI to the job interviews, if you know what I'm saying. I am the fucking owner, operator, and man in the booth behind the green. Well, I don't know. I ain't losing my job to AI. Bet your ass that. I am AI. This whole time I've been AI. I am AI.
It's true. Breaking, everyone.
You're absolutely right.
Kobe is
You're
AI. Awesome, gentlemen. Before we digress any further, this has been an awesome stream. We've covered a lot here. We gave away our first shipyard grant here to Capella. Congratulations, Capella here. 10 million ship tokens is going to be heading your way ASAP. You guys continue the awesome work that you guys are doing with Capella itself here, which is of course a creator forward platform designed to help and empower and reward creators. In this space here, we spoke about, Polly, our AI agent, launched her X account. So you can definitely check that out. Polly Ships on X. You can also go to the Web3 Matters account and check out her first post. We have quote tweeted that, too many words. So you can follow her there. And now we've been diving into how we've actually been using AI to create an AI marketing machine. We spoke about how we are actually planning to implement this over the next couple of weeks. We're talking about our own personal workflow so that you guys can follow our example and see how, not only how we're managing our own growth trajectory with the use of AI, but how you guys can do it too. And the most important thing is we want to be transparent every step of the way, like we have been for the last 3 to 4 years. We want to tell you what works, what doesn't. All of this has been working. And we are going to continue to show up every single week to show you guys that exact same thing here. Quantic, any final words, any final thoughts before we wrap it up here today?
I highly recommend people to watch this live stream and replay it, especially this last part in which we show you how we're utilizing AI agents to do the work for us and how we're actually replacing humans. I'm not here to tell you this because I want to bring you bad news or I want you to be scared. I want you to be prepared. And I want you to understand that the shipyard is the number one place, the number one hub in which you want to participate to stay on the game.
I love it. I love it. Actually, real quick, I'm going to send the mic over to you here in a quick second there, Kobe. But I do want to give a quick shout out to one of our community members here. I'm just going to pull up my screen here real quick here. Crypto Optimist dropped this awesome post saying, who else is using shipment.art by Web3 Matters Shipyard? I could totally see someone developing it as a practical tool for NFT education once the mini course is available. That's what I wanted to get to. It's also been fun minting my NFT art. So real quick, I can't believe we haven't really spoken about this. The first thing that we have shipped through Shipyard is, of course, Shipmint. It's an app that you guys can check out where you can actually generate your own art, whether it's from scratch or whether it's based on an upload that you put into the application here. And then you can mint it on chain on Solana here. And I just want to give a huge shout out to Crypto Optimist for highlighting this here. And that is what our first mini course for free, by the way, is going to be offering. There's going to be a free component where we're basically telling you how to clone the Shipmint application and make it your own. And then there's going to be a kind of a paid component that we're still figuring out how we're going to manage the logistics of that. But it's going to go into a deep dive of actually showing you guys how to build something like this from scratch here as well, so that you guys can get started in your vibe coding journey, make millions, keep your job safe here. So definitely stay tuned for that. You can follow up on web3matters.xyz. Is that what it is, guys? Am I messing that up? No. Okay, we're good. And yeah, I'm fired up here. So thank you again, Crypto Optimist. You're an absolute legend. And Kobe, finish us off here with your final words.
Man, I don't really got much to say besides if you guys aren't building with AI, if you aren't using AI as much as possible, you're fucking up and you're literally going to get left behind. It's just that simple, and I'm going to end it there. Love you guys. And honestly, go buy this fucking ship token. These guys won't say it. Go buy that shit. Okay, I'm not gonna sell. I don't give a fuck. I've already, spent so damn much money on AI shit. I don't fucking care. Go buy the token. There's gonna be some cool shit. You already can use it one place, and you're about to use it in a second place. And dude, there's so many fucking cool ideas floating around the shipyard bay. Okay, so stay tuned. Go buy the shit. I'm out. Hopefully, I don't get fired. My real job.
Don't do that, Kobe. We need you with us. Awesome. Later, my friend. All right, Quantic, Kobe, you guys are legends here. Really appreciate you guys. Everyone who has been joining in for our live stream today. Another kind of really good turnout here today on all of our platforms. Well over 200 viewers here. Really great. A lot of gratitude. Super appreciative for every single one of you guys here today. Definitely make sure to follow Web3 Matters on X for all the exciting updates. Put those notifications on. We are actually shipping some relevant and exciting things that you guys are going to be able to leverage and make your lives better, whether you're a creator, whether you're a builder, whether you're something else completely. We're going to make your life easier here. So, once again, my name is Trav. We've got Kobe. We've got Quantic here. Together, we are Web3 Matters. Yeah, see you guys next Friday and see you on the timeline.